Hi, I'm Dallas McLaughlin. I'm a 27-year-old serial entrepreneur. I dabble in web and graphic design, and I'm a self-proclaimed social media guru. And I love dreaming big. My story goes like this. When I was 14 years old, I opened my first business. It was called Mac Web Designs. We specialized in, you guessed it, web design. Oh yeah, this was sometime around the year 2000. By 2002, a 16-year-old me, who loved to draw, came up with the idea that it'd be good to include graphic design into our services. By the time I had turned 18, I packed up my bags and I moved to Minneapolis to pursue a career in music. I graduated from college in 2006 with a degree in audio engineering. I had some minor success as an assistant engineer on some small releases, and I was even able to work on a Grammy-nominated album. Around this same time, I rebranded Mac Web Designs and renamed it Digital Avenue, and I also added audio production to our services. In 2008, I moved back to Rochester and I set up my own home recording studio. I met a lot of great people in this time frame. We had a lot of fun. The recording studio was packed and we were working around the clock. During this same time, I began studying social media marketing strategies and applying them to my own businesses. From 2008 to 2012, I grew my personal businesses through social media marketing and even began taking on clients to consult on their businesses and social media projects. While all of this was going on, I also had a thriving corporate career managing some of the most successful hotels in Rochester. I was at a clear crossroads and a decision had to be made. Naturally, I took a few different scenarios to my girlfriend. She gave me some very simple advice. She simply said, follow your dreams. And with that, I quit my job. No safety net, no backup plan, and no savings. I knew the only way I would succeed was if there was no other option. I didn't even have a plan as to what I would do at this point. Over the next 7 days, and with a budget of only $28, sitting alone in my basement, I designed a business from the ground up. On August 7th, 2012, 507 Clothing was launched. Suddenly, I was that 14-year-old kid again. The next 2 months were beyond what anyone could have expected. We were selling t-shirts faster than anyone could make them, and sales were soaring, and life was good. As the brand continued to grow, everybody wanted something. My time, a sponsorship, free clothes, or just to help on the project. I wanted to meet the demands of everyone, and began neglecting the most important thing in my life. And because this brand message was designed from the start to appeal exclusively to the counterculture, an 18 to 26-year-old demographic, there was very intense criticism for the very conservative local audience. Unfortunately, it's just impossible to explain a simple business strategy to an audience that doesn't care to listen. If you take all of this and put it together, suddenly the fun was gone. Despite my secret desire to go out of business, sales would not let up. Instead, they actually picked up and eventually topped 1,400 shirts sold in 43 states and 3 countries before our first birthday. I mean, just think about those numbers for a second. As time progressed, I pushed forward, and I even aligned myself with 2 great local businessmen. One of them even offered me ownership in his local restaurant. And then as it turned out, one of them was not such a great person. But at the end of the day, it was all just part of the beautiful journey. Sometime in early February 2013, I began to get that sinking feeling in my stomach again. The fun was gone. The childlike wonder that I once had had left, and I was simply going through the motions of running a business and collecting a paycheck. Once again, a family meeting was called and an action plan was put into place. Like kids on Christmas, we decided to sell everything we thought we could live without. We packed up and we moved from the small town to the 5th largest city in the world, Phoenix, Arizona. And here we are. I've been blessed with an exciting opportunity to join one of the most creative and dynamic teams I've ever met. Each day is something new, and I look forward to every day more than the last. And even though I'm just getting started, I feel like I have a few pieces of advice I can pass along. 1, always believe in yourself, because at the end of the day, no one will ever do that for you. You have to have a built-in desire to succeed. You have to learn how to take the hits, pick yourself up, and keep pushing forward. You'll learn far more from your failures than you do from your successes. Every day you'll be faced with 2 options, risk or safety. Always choose risk. You have to maintain your beginner's mindset, because as soon as you start thinking you're a professional, the growth and learning stops. Never lose sight of that 14-year-old you. And most importantly of all, if there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's to always take time for your family. At the end of the day, happiness is only real when it's shared. Thank you for watching this video, and if you want to continue on this journey with me, go ahead and find me at dallasmclaughlin.com.